It's a disease that has no known cause or cure. Today on Delmarva Life, we're looking at the latest advances in Alzheimer's, what vitamin deficiency can contribute to it, and how you can take steps toward further research.
Some research is in on kids and vitamins, and with it, the question of whether it's necessary to take them is answered. Another thing answered, if kids are getting enough food at lunchtime and why some are not. And the reason may not be what you think.
What do you think of this guy? We share his heartwarming story of surviving impossible odds and his extremely appropriate new name.
How about this for a name? Hip Chick Farms. See why they're hip in making sure you're able to eat healthy, organic chicken dishes.
And nothing says Delmarva like these two flavors, apple and scrapple. Today we're combining the two and making a delicious breakfast muffin. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryant.
And I'm Sean Strecker, sitting in for Jimmy Hoppa. Welcome to Delmarva Life from historic Studio D.
All right, we want to start today's show by talking about yesterday when Lieutenant Tim Robinson said the tips were kind of drying up, but not anymore. Eugene DeMonta Bowen Jr. was apprehended just yesterday. He was featured on our Most Wanted Monday last Monday, so congratulations to those who sent in the tips.
Yeah, well, it looks like Mr. Bowen will be spending the last day of summer behind bars. Fall actually begins tomorrow at 4:22 in the morning. Tomorrow is one of the two periods of the year when the sun crosses the equator and the day and the night are in equal lengths all over the world.
That's interesting. The autumnal equinox is what officially kicks off fall, but there's another celestial event this weekend. A rare supermoon total lunar eclipse will happen on Sunday. The NASA Wallops Flight Facility Visitor Center and the Delmarva Space Sciences Foundation is hosting a viewing of the event. Now here's what happens. The moon will pass through the Earth's shadow Sunday night. This occurs when the moon is directly opposite of the sun. Now the event begins with a lunar eclipse presentation at the Visitor Center Auditorium at 8 p.m. followed by the eclipse and night sky observations through telescopes and binoculars. That happens on the grounds of the Visitor Center from 9 to 11:30 p.m. Now an eclipse during a supermoon doesn't happen very often. In fact, the next one is actually 2033.
So if you want to see one, now's your time.
Yes.
Well, with autumn comes harvest season. What better way to kick it off than the annual Pokémoktoberfest? Just like Germany, Pokémok City is holding its Oktoberfest this weekend. You can sample the best beers and wines from the Eastern Shore. There will also be live music and festival activities. Pokémoktoberfest is Saturday, September 26th from 2 to 8 p.m. in Cypress Park. The admission price is $25, but it gets you wine and beer tastings. You get to taste all those. They give you a glass. It's great. Admissions for designated drivers, it's only $5.
That's a great deal.
That's a good deal.
Absolutely. And of course, fall, the kids are back in school, and that means homework. The Wicomico Public Library is opening their new Homework Help Center. Skilled and dedicated volunteers will be available to provide homework assistance to students in grades K through 8, and it's free. Parents, teachers, and students are invited to a Homework Help Center open house on Tuesday, September 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Downtown Library in Salisbury. If you want some more information, call this number, 410-749-3612, extension 125.
Well, another way to boost learning is by visiting one of the many museums here on Delmarva, and Saturday you can do that for free. The Ward Museum of Wildfowl Art opens its doors free of charge as part of the Smithsonian Magazine's 10th Annual Museum Day Live. To participate, you have to download a Museum Live ticket. Visitors who present that ticket will gain free entrance for 2 people at participating venues for 1 day only. There are some restrictions. For more information and a list of participating museums, go to our website, wboc.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page.
Well, Third Friday was last Friday, and there was all kinds of museum-worthy art there. And it was also the perfect backdrop for a ribbon-cutting ceremony in downtown Salisbury. The gallery building and annex was recently donated to the Salisbury University Foundation. Tony Gilkerson and Palmer Gillis donated the building. That is valued at $4.4 million. As for the use of the building, well, that's still being worked out by the university, but they say it will support both the needs of the university and encourage downtown revitalization.
That's good. You know, bring the people back to downtown Salisbury.
Well, you may remember last week we talked about Madeline Stewart. She's an 18-year-old young lady who is living with Down syndrome, but she grabbed headlines by walking the runway at New York Fashion Week. Let me introduce you to Leandra Yamashiro. She is a Salisbury girl. She's a senior at Parkside, and she lives with Down syndrome. And this weekend was very special for her as she debuted with the Parkside High School Color Guard. Friday night, she performed during the halftime show of a home football game. Then on Saturday, she competed with the band during the Tournament of Bands competition in Middletown, Delaware. So we want to say congratulations to Leandra.
Way to go, Leandra. Well, we also want to say congratulations to a local police officer, Captain Dave Spicer of the Dover Police Department. Recently joined 225 law enforcement officers in graduating from the FBI National Academy program at Quantico, Virginia. He was joined by members of the law enforcement agencies from the District of Columbia and 23 countries from around the world.
Well, another local police officer is in need of our help. This is Officer Stephen Lowe of the Fenwick Police Department and his wife, Amanda. They're expecting their first child in October, but it's already been determined that the baby has a severe congenital heart defect known as transposition of the great arteries, or TGA. That means the baby will need surgery and extensive care. Now, Stephen has medical insurance through the police department, but they will have large out-of-pocket expenses from traveling to a hospital in Philadelphia. If you can help, we have a link to a donation site. Go to our website, WBOC.com.
Help if you can. Well, you can show your support for local artists next weekend by taking a tour of some of the most beautiful homes on the shore. The Sandcastle Home Tour will feature 10 homes in Bishopville, Ocean Pines, and Ocean City, plus a bonus oceanfront designer condo at the Gateway Grand. The tour benefits the nonprofit Art League of Ocean City that operates the Ocean City Center for the Arts and its many community programs. This year, the annual event is chaired by First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan. The Sandcastle Home Tour is September 24th and 25th. Tickets are $30 per person and include a guidebook, driving directions, and special offers. To purchase your ticket, go to our website, WBOC.com.
Well, I don't know if any of you have seen the video of the little girl giving her mom advice after her parents get divorced. It's adorable. Just take a listen to what she says.
I don't want you and my dad to be replaced and meanies again. I want you and my dad to be placed as settled and be friends. I'm not trying to be mean. I just want everyone to be friends.
That's 6-year-old Tiana. Her mom posted the nearly 3-minute long video on Facebook where it has gained over 10 million views. Absolutely adorable. Now, Sean, I don't mind going grocery shopping, okay? I don't mind putting the groceries away once we get into the house. I hate carrying the groceries from the car to the house. That's why I need this dog. Take a look. This is Millie, okay? Look what she's doing. She grabs a bag from the car, carries it into the house, and get this, she goes back for another. Oh, unbelievable. And if you notice, the other two dogs, they're just kind of watching her. So I think Millie is the keeper in that family.
Yeah, how about that dog? Well, I wish I had a dog that would do that for me. Maybe you're looking for a new 4-legged friend just to pal around with. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, we introduce you to a few sweet guys and gals that are up for adoption here on Delmarva in this week's Pet Connect.
Plus, we'll share the story of Longshot, how one beautiful pup was left for dead in a ditch on a cold winter's night and managed to beat the odds to become a Delmarva treasure.
Well, for those who are living with Alzheimer's, their family members treasure the wonderful moments of clarity these loved ones have left. Just after the break, we learn about some new research to help in fighting the disease, research some Alzheimer's charities are calling very promising. Plus, find out how you can help people right here on Delmarva.
And later, we get some help in the Delmarva Life kitchen. We're learning to make a delicious apple scrapple English muffin recipe. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Hertrick family of automobile dealerships, your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.